All right, we're back, boys and girls. A lot of people have been asking about any updates at Chilled Ponds since the video got posted on the R Norfolk subreddit. Um, Not a lot has changed. Uh, Not a lot. There are a few big changes, though. Uh, Black Bear now owns the streaming there, so no more Live Barn. Black Bear is very expensive. They only really record the USPHL games. They are the exclusive um, stream service of the USPHL. So good luck with that. A lot of the parents tell me that when they're watching their kids play, whether it's USPHL, Hampton Roads Whalers, whether it's the travel team, they all go in for a package together because it is that expensive. It is that bad. Black Bear is a private equity. It is terrible. It is ruining hockey, ruining other sports, but it is really ruining hockey. Private equity in general is. So I would recommend go support your local rink. Uh, don't care if it's Chilled Ponds or something else. Go support your local rink. Seriously. Um, because if you don't, you're going to have a rink owned by Black Bear. And here's what's going to happen. All right. So they could nix your beer league. They could nix it and do a few things with it. Either replace it with one of their own, which from reports I've heard from some of the Black Bear owned ranks, they own about 42 ranks. Luckily, Chilled Ponds is not one of them, thankfully. Uh, so what they'll do is if your league fees are about $3,000 for a team, they will jack that up to about $5,000 with their league with no appreciable increase or betterment in the product vis-a-vis the ice or the facilities. So they're just there to make money. It is about 8 to 10 grand roughly at Black Bear rinks for USPHL players to play. Um, they're making upwards of 30 million, I think it was, a year just on hockey, just for stuff like that. So go support your local rink. Go support community-owned rinks. Uh, don't let this happen to our game. Seriously. But Blackberry, you suck. I hope you see this video. I really wish you would do better with your business practices, but you're not. Let's face it. Um, Now, on to the meat of this, the change at Chilled Ponds or lack thereof. The pro shop is gone. I don't know if I covered that in the last one. It's gone. It has been replaced with an office for Norfolk Admirals, a few office jobs, so ticketing, stuff like that. Um, Still marketed as the practice facility of the Norfolk Admirals. They do not practice there a whole lot, looking at the schedule. They're obviously practicing at scope. That's where all their stuff is. I mean, logistics. Um, Now, this said, I do not have problems with anyone that works at Chilled Ponds that I interact with. Most of the ZAM drivers are pretty good. The older dude, I think his name is Gary. Not elderly, but kind of middle-aged guy. He's pretty good on the ZAM. Nice enough dude. People behind the desk, people at the concessions, they're great. The concession stand is a new one. I think at the time of the recording of last video, it was still owned by AJ Gators. Um, or something like that. They were affiliated. There is none of that now. It is called Majors. It is just what you would expect. The prices are what you would expect for concessions at a rink. And speaking of prices going up, the vending machine prices are crazy. $4.75 for a Gatorade. Yeah. Same thing at the concession stand, but what are you going to do? Now, I get things have gotten more expensive over the last few years. That happens. It just does. Um, but before COVID, when I started playing 8-ish years ago, going on 8 years, 7.5 roughly, not a long time, but when I started playing, it was $14 to play pickup. It was $12 for puck shoot and public skate, and that included skate rentals for public skate. Now, I get it. Other rinks are going to be a lot cheaper. I was told today by some of the guys I play pickup with who grew up in like Minnesota, Wisconsin, um, Massachusetts, that it was $5 for pickup and you got 90 minutes. It is currently $17 to play pickup for 80 minutes. We got a 2-hour game today. That's fine. but they're not every week. And there are 2 pickup slots on Friday that I play since I'm off Fridays and Saturdays. But that said, $17, the quality of the ice has not gotten better. The facilities have not gotten better. They basically just slapped paint on it and put lipstick on a pig. Um, so yeah, not the greatest look from upper management there. Uh, the Whalers still play there, Hampton Roads Whalers. Glad we have a junior team because that might be the only thing keeping that rink afloat. Really hope private equity does not get into that rink any more than it already has with the streaming. But not a whole lot of change. It would be great to see the facilities upgraded a little bit, especially the locker rooms. The showers are really weird. In some locker rooms, they'll completely flood the room. They're not too bad with heating up. It just depends on what locker room you're in. It'd be nice if they were all kind of on par together, though. A few more water fountains, a bit more conveniently placed around the locker rooms for us to fill up our bottles at. That'd be great. But I mean, we're paying. It was $15 for everything immediately after COVID. So middle of 2020, everything was bumped up to $15. Puck shoot, public skate, or pickup. So it was a $3 increase for public shoot or for public skate and public stick and pucks, and then a $1 increase for pickup. But now it's gone up $2 for everything else. Again, no appreciable increase in what exactly is going on. As far as the facilities go, that's pretty much remained pat. It would be really nice if Pat Cavanaugh, would actually use that money and invest it in the rink, make it a little bit better, and maybe end up removing the U-Hauls from the parking lot. That'd be great. Why are those there? Just making you some side money, Pat. You know, if you actually ran your business better, you might not have to have that. So obviously I don't have a script for this, so bear with me. Chilled Ponds has bought Yorktown. So I can't remember if that was talked about in the last one. They bought the rink in Yorktown, which is actually in Hampton, not York County. So Hampton Roads Iceplex is now Chilled Ponds Yorktown. They have a junior team there now as of 2026. So their first season will be this coming season, 26-27. It is the Yorktown Admirals. Just the same color scheme you'd expect. Same as the Norfolk Admirals. So that'll be interesting. Hopefully that doesn't dilute the talent pool too much. I would really hope that it doesn't. Not that there's a whole lot of people playing hockey in Hampton Roads. It's a lot of military families that do. The locals, we really don't care about it. I say we because I am technically a local, even though I love the sport. The locals on the whole, not the biggest hockey fans. If the Admirals do well, they go to the games. If they don't do well, they don't show up. Not a great hockey culture. And that goes into another thing that I'm seeing around. And kids, this is on you. Whalers, House League, I don't care who. Stop leaving your stuff on the bench. Stop leaving your trash on the bench. Yes, people come in and clean it up. Here's the thing. That's a bad habit. Terrible culture. You're a hockey player. You're better than that. Especially you older guys. If you all are doing that, if you are elite or premier Whalers and you're doing that, you are part of the problem. You should not be doing that. You should be setting an example. There are smelling salts that get left there. There's gum, Zyn pouches from the adults at men's league. Come on, guys. You're better than that. Empty Gatorade bottles, stuff like that. Come on. Police yourselves. You police yourself on the ice. Why don't you do it on the bench too? Figure it out. But yeah, aside from that, nothing's really changed at Chilled Ponds. Aside from prices going up. So we're up to about $350, $360 for league fees right now per person. So it's about $3,500 per team. I'm guessing. It also depends on how many people you have rostered, obviously. because it's divvied up that way. So I can't really think of anything else. Nothing's really changed. Pat, start using this money for the rink. Seriously. If you don't, Black Bear's going to buy it. No one's going to play hockey. You've monopolized hockey for the most part in Hampton Roads anyway, which you've ruined the competition. That's great. That's not how this works. That's not how you get better. So say no to Black Bear. Fund the rink. Support the rink if you're a player, skater. If you're a parent, it doesn't matter. Support the rink. We don't want to see concerts at the rink. We don't want to see random events at the rink. We want to see hockey at the rink. That's what it's there for. We have 2 sheets at Chilled Ponds, Chesapeake. You are very lucky to have that. Most places only have 1. This is hockey in the South, after all. This is not up north. If you are sitting here laughing at this and you're like, yeah, my local rink's not like that, well, you might not play hockey in the South. This also is not a big metropolitan area. This is not Dallas. This isn't Atlanta. It's not Sunrise. So it's very different in this area. But yeah, so make sure Black Bear doesn't come in the rink. Kids, do better with leaving stuff on the bench. Coaches, enforce that. It's all about culture. Have a better culture. Have a winning culture. Just stuff like that. Do better. Do better. Pat, seriously, you do better. Admirals are doing a lot better than they were in the last video I recorded. That's great. But the rink needs to be better. You can't just increase prices with no appreciable increase in product. And that really is the root of this video. That is the thesis. That's what I'm going with. Nothing's gotten better as far as the quality of what we do. It's just the quality of people we do it with has gotten better, at least for me. So, I don't know. I'll post this on YouTube and have my friend post this on the R Norfolk subreddit because people were asking for updates. I tried to keep this brief, but I'm already at almost 12 and a half minutes, so I'll just call it right here.